be talking about John Carpenter's Halloween 1978, and it came out on the 25th of January 1979, and it's about a 6-year-old boy called Michael that kills his teenage sister in 1963 on Halloween night. He also spends 15 years in a mental hospital, and in 1978 he pleads his escape and starts his killing spree and starts to kill everybody. And this is a legendary movie. It's very, very good. Apparently, from what I searched up and seen, it was the very first Halloween movie, apparently. I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently it is. I'm not sure. And it's kind of ironic that they released a Halloween scary movie film in January when we all know it's Halloween in October. And it is October right now this month, and it is Halloween in 2 weeks. And anyone that sees this video or watches it, I will be doing a couple of Halloween film videos, sorry. And I just thought, why not? It's October, like I said, Halloween in 2 weeks. And this is a legendary movie. And it had $325 million budget. And it did $47 million at the box office. So, not bad. And that's the thing with these scary movie Halloween type films, they're so cheap to make, and you just hire unknown actors and actresses, because why would you get an actor or actress that's all in known legendary one, because all the actors and actresses, all the characters are going to get killed. So just hire unknown actors and actresses, put in a couple of jump scares, have $100,000, $200,000, maybe even $50,000 budget, put in a couple of jump scares, do a little backstory, jump scares here and there, and then just have the villain with a mask and then just kill everybody, and then boom, edit that shit and then just release it, and it does between $50 to $100 million plus at the box office. So not that bad. And it has 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and is legendary. And obviously the mask was Captain Kirk from Star Trek. Not really a fan of Star Trek anyway. And all they did was shave the eyebrows off and paint it. And there's a TV show on Netflix. Anyone that sees this, you should go and watch it if you haven't. And it's called The Movies That Made Us. There's also The Toys That Made Us. But anyway, The Movies That Made Us is about legendary movies in history. And they spoke about Halloween 1978 on there. And they broke it all down. It's very, very good. And they spoke about that. And it's kind of ironic because the character of Michael Myers, Nick Castle, spoke about how every time an actor plays Michael Myers, they just say to him, "Oh, how did you do it? It was so legendary what you did. How did you do it? What do you have to do? What's the stance and standard?" And Nick Castle just said that John Carpenter just told him, "Just stand there, stand over there, kill them, be here, just stand there, look over there." So it's kind of ironic how people, and he did a good job, and apparently he did ballet lessons, or his mother did ballet lessons or something, so, and he knew how to stand still and be very, very good with his movements and stuff like that. So it's good. And the one thing I will say is the camera that they did, again, they broke it down in The Movies That Made Us on Netflix, and they made it to where it's like first hand, where it looks like we're actually watching it from the character's perspective instead of just like a camera. So, and that's what, and you can tell, but it doesn't matter that it's cheap and the way that they did it, and it wasn't like a normal, I don't really know much about cameras, but I know it wasn't like a normal camera where they just film a movie or TV shows, like somebody actually holding it and walking around with it, and that's like a good experience. And them putting the mask and making it look like they put the mask on the camera and walking around with it, so not bad. And if you watch The Movies That Made Us, they spoke about a lot of stuff. They had to move people out the way and break stuff and walk through, jump out of windows and stuff like that just to get it done. But yeah, it's definitely a legendary movie. It's definitely up there. I don't mind Halloween horror film movies. They're cool. I'm not the biggest fan of them, not because scary or whatever. I used to watch horror films with my dad when I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of age, 10 years of age. So I love them. And it's legacy, you know what I'm saying? People still talk about it years later. They still talk about it still to this day. which fair enough, you can't blame it. And John Carpenter, like I said, is a very, very good director. And there's so many sequels and Halloween movies. I'm just going to be talking about the first one, 1978 one. I won't be talking about the other ones. That's a little bit too long. I don't want to do those ones. And as far as the effects and CGI, obviously back then they would have actually had to do them. There was no effects or anything. It wasn't that good. Halloween horror films today, they're still a bit better compared to back then, the 90s or the 2000s, but they're still low budget. But even in 1978 and the 2000s, they managed to make horror films look very, very good, despite the CGI and the special effects and stuff like that, and they still did. And again, that's why everyone talks about Halloween 1978, because it's a legendary, and it's so many, like I said before, directors and producers and writers wanted to do their own version and create their own Halloween horror film movie. So not that bad. So see what you want. It's all up for discussion, I guess, what they like, whether they don't. Some people don't really like horror films, but fair enough. But tell me what you think about Halloween 1978 down below, and if you think it's good or not.